Hello, I'm really glad you've joined me today for the exercise band class. So what we're doing today is we're doing, when I call a short band, I mean a short loop band, and they come in various strengths. Usually when you buy them, they usually come in about 5 strengths. And I'm going to be using a long band, a long resistance band. They usually come in about 1.5 meters length. Okay, so they require a lot of core strength as well, so it's a great piece of equipment to have. Really nice and light, take it with you anywhere, do your exercise classes. Okay, so if you've got your bands ready, what I'm going to be using today, again, is that long band, and as I say, a heavier band, and then a medium band as well. It will just depend on which part of my body I'm putting it on, and how long those levers are that I'm going to be working on. Okay, so if you grab me those, enough room to move about in, a mat, because we will be getting on the floor for some of our exercises, and as always, a water bottle. Okay, we will start with the warm-up. So again, we're going to just get that little roll around. Good, then roll around the other side. Good, have that roll. Really push the hips back. Okay, just going to do a little lift up to the side. Good, so I'm pushing my hip forward. And really squeezing on my glute to get that hip forward. Good. Okay, now I'm going to bring it across. So they just go diagonals, just walking through the feet. Some of this you can do without shoes on, but 1 or 2 you will need shoes on as well because we're putting them around the feet. Okay, you'll just need that stability. Okay, then out. Good, stepping out that chest, bring those arms to the back. Going to do a little step touch here. Just pull the way they're going. Now both out. Open up on those ankles. Now a whole circle the way that you're going. Little circle. Shoulders back down and in. Big circle. Now I'm going to bring that circle in with the arms. Bring it in. Then out. Then in. Time, little in, then putting your hands on your hips. I'm going to do a little drop forward and come back up. Keep the abs pulled in. And again, as I say, core strength, important on all of this. Okay, just stepping back. Little step back and up. Now as you do that reach up, really feel that your abs are pulled in. Good, go another 8. Go another 4. I'm just going to kick it out to one side. Little kick out. Now push down. Feel those triceps working for you as you get that push away. Now the other side, reach out. Pushing through the air, nice and solid. 4, 3, 2, legs out wide, drop it down. My legs are just staying as they are at the moment. I'm getting that twist through the waist. Okay, now I'm dropping down with one leg. Feel that work on the inside thigh. Just get that push up. Again, that little roll. Then around the other way. Then you're going to keep your hips steady. Feel that rib cage come up. And then the other way. Lovely, good. Okay, just give it a little shake off. Okay, we've got a 40-20 each on each time scale. So that's what the amount of work we'll be working for. And my first one is going to be a long band. So grab me your long band. It's going to be around just underneath. Armpits there, quite high up. It's going to be a lunge. Okay, so I'm going to put that timer on. It's going to be a lunge and a push forward. So get some resistance on that band. Shoulders back and down. And push away from you. So it is pec work. All the way out, all the way back. Good, so again, dropping through the middle. and back. Just drive it away, pushing out. Feel that core pulled in. Well done. I'm going to change legs for my second set. And again, what I want to concentrate is that that core is pulled in. I'm dropping through my lunge as normal with my shoulders over my hips, and then watching my arms push away from me, being powered by my pecs at the front. Okay, 3, 2, 1, we're on again, and push away. Okay, we get that push. Feel it through the pecs now. Lovely, good. Okay, for my next one, it's going to be the tricep. Here, all the way down, all the way up. Remember, this wrist and the top wrist always stay locked. Okay. I'm just kneeling so you can see the top part of my action there. Okay, but you can stay standing. All the way up, all the way down. Core, my constant each time. Really feel that you can get that all the way up. Don't leave the wrist at the top going back. All the way up. Last few seconds now. Good, well done. I'm just going to change that over. The other one comes back underneath. And again, you want to really have enough stress on that band that they don't go floppy when your two arms go together. Make sure there's always stress on that band. Okay, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, all the way down, all the way up. Good, so really get to the end of that action each time. Drop down, lift it up. All the way out. That band stays close to the back of your head. And well done, lovely, good. Okay, I'll go back to that push out. Just one leg then the other. Top half, that core working for me, my shoulders back and down. My foot back, just on that toe until I drop down, put that knee in. Okay, so just drop through and push away. That's it, lovely, good. So again, arms, this time find a little bit more tired, just because you've used them now. This is the 5th minute of exercise, pushing out and back. Good. So keeping it high up on your back. Those bands come in underneath the armpit there, and I push away. And it's almost, I'm down here with my shoulders back and down, and I can see my arms just going away from me at the front there. Lovely, good. And then drop down into my lunge. Do make the legs work for you as well on this. Lovely, good. So I'm just going to swap it over. Other leg. Good. So again, getting into position, feeling that your shoulders are over your hips, that you're not going to come forward when the bands go forward. Work your core to keep you upright, keep you in the right position. Okay, ready? Okay, we drop down, come up and squeeze. Good. Squeeze it through. Good, so this is first set, quite heavy on the arms. My legs are working for me into that lunge. straight down for that lunge, like all your normal lunges will be. Good, last few seconds now. Give me that push out. And good work, well done. Okay, those triceps. Okay, all the way down, all the way up. Concentrate on that rib cage being down and in, those abs being pulled in, that zip and hollow helping me staying upright. Again, for the sake of doing this on your knees or standing up. Good, so you're looking straight ahead. That band, almost feel it's just like rubbing the back of your head there. Each time keeping up a good resistance on that band. So you notice that my band does not go floppy as I bring my arms together. Lovely, good. Okay, onto the other side. So knees directly underneath the hips, the zip and the hollow on. Feel that you've got that good resistance on that band. Then if you have to let it go off, do, but start strong. As strong as you can go. Okay, lovely, good. Really get those muscles to work. And remember, that wrist and that wrist is straight by the end of that movement. That is important. Good. And now I'm getting the elbows really straight each time. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. Okay, we are moving on to the shoulder bands. Okay, so here I'm going to go with my lighter band. Now if you need to sit down to do this, do it safely, put it round, and I'm going to go lighter band because it's going to be a longer lever. It's going to be the squat, lift up to the side. So again, my other leg is going to be able to support me doing this. Okay, well done. And then I'm going to come forward, up out of my hips, and do that leg lift. Okay, so for the first one, I'm going to be using the same leg, 2 minutes on one leg, 2 minutes on the other. Okay, so keep your zip and hollow on, shoulders back and down, belly button pulled in. I'm going to do that squat. So maybe you sit back on that squat, lift. I'm going to go with the one leg. Good, and it's going to build up a lot of work on the other leg for me. Good, so I'm going to feel that resistance. I've gone with a medium band. As I say, they usually come in light, extra light, and then they come in medium, heavy, extra heavy. Good, so again, because it's a long lever, I'm going with that medium band. Lovely, good. Lovely, good. Forward, my fingers on my hip bones, my zip and hollow on, come right up out of your hips there, bend that front leg. It could be a full leg lift to the back, using the glutes and the hamstring. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And again, this front leg has a lot of work to do. Yes, again, feeling long in the body. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. 2 minutes on the other leg. That squat and the lift, then the lift to the back. Okay, so feet are parallel. Everything about a normal squat. My weight's back on my heels. My back is straight. Do not let it roll over. Then on the way up, we get that lift out. Okay, squat and lift out. Good. That one leg for that full 40 seconds of lift. Lovely, good. Okay. That lean forward. So again, I'm definitely with my weight on my front leg. Full leg lift to the back. Do not end up bending it at the knee. Get that core to pull in. Fingers on your hip bones. You can feel already that zip and hollow on. Okay. Give me that lift. Good, full leg lift with that long lever. And well done, lovely, good. Okay, if you need to sit down to do this, take that band off and instead come to that heavier band. Heavier band because I'm going to do a shorter lever on this. Okay, so I'm here, around the ankles. So again, I say sit down if you need to do this, just make sure you're safe. And then I'm bringing that band up to just over my knees there, so not on my knees, but not too far up either, just over the knees. Okay, so it's going to be in. One step out, other step out, drop, with a straight back. So again, I'm keeping that tension on the bands. Okay, lovely, good. Okay, here we go. Dropping down. One step out, two. Drop in. 1, 2, drop down, come up. Feel that tension on the band. And again, when I come into my squat, I'm even on my squat. Lovely, good. Now just come down. Really drop my weight, do not bow forward, so do not do a bow. Lovely, good. Okay, I could do that a second time. Lovely, so dropping into your squat position first. So it's looking like that. Then I'll do one step, other step, drop through your legs. Lovely, good. 1, 2, do me that drop. Keep that tension on the bands the whole time. Even when I do that one step in, feel that you haven't stepped in so much that your feet come together. I want that tension on the bands. So I can really feel it through my glutes now. Last few seconds. And good work, well done. Okay, I'm going to let these just drop down. There. One that steps on it, and the other one is on the front of my foot. Now you might need to hold on to do this. It's going to be a front of thigh action. But my zip and hollow is on, and I'm going to get a lift. Front of thigh now. I've worked the outsides. The insides will be worked later. Okay, and get me that lift. And up. Good, so I'm not swinging my hip to do it. My other knee is soft, and I've got that front of thigh lift. And well done. Okay, just the other leg. So again, feel there's just a little bit of softness on that knee. My zip and hollow is on between my hips. My fingertips are on my hip bones. There's no movement from my top half on this. My zip and hollow is definitely on. Start that leg movement. 3, 2, 1. Front of thigh. Woo! Make sure your balance is right. Front of thigh. Caught myself unawares then. Push. Good. But remember, balance is also a very important aspect of fitness. Good. So get me that lift. Yeah, give me that lift. Good, this is going to be my last one standing. Then it's all on the floor. And good work, well done. Okay, so take a little water break if you want it. I'm going to use all 3 bands, but they're going to be on the floor. Okay. Okay, onto the floor. Bring your long band. Bring your medium, bring your heavy, and it's all on the floor. Okay, so for my first one, I'm going to be using my long bands. Again, this is going to be a long band. I'm going to go that pull back to here. So again, my zip and hollow is on. Okay, so it's going to be pull back on one side, and I'm going to go again. Okay, so I've got it over the back, over the bottom of our feet there. Are we ready to go? Each time you're going to come up, you're going to come up to the top there. Okay, sitting right on your bottom bones. Your zip and hollow is on. Okay, so I'm getting down, give a good tension on that band, pull down. Good, so I'm going to go all the way through on one arm. So zip and hollow on. As I pull back, I'm trying to get my elbow behind me, as much behind me in that little turn as I can. Lovely, good. We're going to go on to the second one. Other arm. Do that other twist. So again, whilst I'm here, I'm thinking shoulders are back and down. I've got a very straight back, up out of my, sitting on my bottom bones, up and out. My knees always stay bent. Okay, and pull back. Good, so my knees stay bent. And again, I have to get that pull back on that arm. Lovely, good. Now that band is going to come down. It's going to go underneath my head, like this here. And then I'm going to let my head rest in that. So again, you have to really think about that. My arms are forward, and I'm going to do a sit-up from here. Okay, so sitting up. Now don't change the angle. Don't pull your head up. Doing the sit-up with those arms supporting the weight of my head each time. So I have to really use those abs to get up. Weight of your head just hanging in that sling that you've made. And good work, well done. You can rest it until you hear those beeps again, and then you have to come up and make sure that your arms are the thing that's holding up that head. So there is a bit of tricep work going on here as well. Okay, so I'm up. Okay, then I use my long abs to get up, and all the time the weight of my head is in that band. This is especially useful for those people who cannot feel that their neck is rested when their hands are behind their head. So, elbows forward. I can really concentrate on that curl up, and when I get back down, my shoulders hit the floor, but the weight of my head is still in my arms. So you might be feeling that weight now. I can feel that weight of that head in my arms. 3, 2, 1. Lovely, good. Okay, now this time the longer session is on the shoulder bands, because I'm going to put both bands on. Okay, so for the first one, up to here, and I'm going to put the band just around my thighs like that there, where it was before on that standing one, and then on these, just around my ankles. Okay, so I'm going to come to my side. It's going to be an undersized session here with an oyster open and closed. Those bands you can forget about for the moment. Okay, so you're going to be on your side. Now this can be done 2 ways depending on how much work you can do. It's going to be here or up here with that open and that close. Okay. I'm going to work with my feet with my toes together, my heels apart. Okay, so you can be down here, working a little bit on my oblique here and on the glute. Or you can be here, working on that underneath as well. Getting that open and that close. My knees are not directly in front, nor are they too far down. They're in like a diagonal out of my hips here. Good, give me that squeeze. Lovely, good. Okay, bring those bands slightly further up your hips, and then I'm going to lie down on the floor. So this is now a very short lever on the heavy bands, but I'm going to lift, squeeze, down, down. Just leave these right up where they're not really going to have that much work to do. It's now my longer lever and less resistance on those bands. Up, squeeze, down, down. Good, so again, make sure your hips are facing forward. Good, so again, this time we're going to do 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. Good, so going to be those bands are going to bring us to the end of the session. Lovely, good. Okay, so you roll back, bring the bands just slightly further down, make sure they're nice and flat, that they haven't rolled, that I'm on my side, and I'm here. Okay, so my core is going to work here, not only to keep me forward, but the underneath, especially if you come up, okay, and then open and close. My toes are together, my heels are apart. Now what you can do here is try heels together, toes apart, comes up much further on your glute. I'm keeping my bridge up. Good, give me that squeeze, keep it strong. Shorter lever but heavier on the bands. And again you can add that outside work by keeping up in that bridge. Just a short bridge. Lovely, good, okay, well done. I'll just put these out of the way. Then you come onto your side. For the last one on this side, that band, lift, core work, then oblique work, because my back is off the floor, so lift, squeeze, down and down. So both inside and outside thighs will get their work done on this last session. Good. Give me that lift, squeeze and down. Hips always towards the front. Just keep on checking that your hips haven't moved backwards and you end up using your hip flexors instead. And up and squeeze. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. I have to come all the way around to the other side. And then I'm back to that bent knee. And with those bands coming down, and then just make sure that they are straight. And then I'm over, toes together, heels apart. I can be on the floor, doing me that lift, or if you prefer, off the floor. Good. If you feel that you can work that oyster with that band and with that work being done underneath. Might feel slightly more tired on this side because remember, you've just done your work on the other side, on the underneath side. But if you can, keep it strong. 15 seconds to go. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. Up into your upper thighs where they're out of the way. And then I'm doing that longer lever. You can have a hand here for support if you want to, as long as you don't lean on it too much. Just support, zip and hollow on. Okay, the lift, the squeeze, pull down, down. So again, outside thigh, outside thigh. And then up at the top, I know my obliques are also working for me. Okay, this is the last circuit before I get a well-deserved stretch out. Lovely, good. Working the legs, working the core. A lot of arm work on those standing ones. Good. Give me that lift. Squeeze. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. That band comes back. Keep it nice and flat, otherwise it does tend to cut in. Elbow underneath. I'm starting off my toes together, my heels apart. Okay, so it can be on the floor, remember, or off the floor. Now once you've got a few going there, change it so your heels together, your toes apart. Good, all the time, if you're up in that bridge, there's no movement on that top half. It is supporting you there. Lovely, good. So core, glutes, those big powerhouse muscles help me to do that work. Last few seconds now. Lovely, good. My last one, that's coming up. Lovely, good. I'm lying back on my side. I'm on my long lever, but my lighter bands. Zip and hollow definitely on. My back is off the floor. Here for support if you want to. Okay, my last round now. Drop. Okay, lift, inner thigh, outer thigh, down. Lift, oblique at the top there. Okay, lovely. Staying nice and straight all the way through. Make sure that bottom doesn't go out. Sometimes wants to wander out to the back. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. Squeeze. Up, squeeze, down, down. So I've got that tension on as I'm squeezing that inner thigh. Up to reach. And well done, good. Okay, lovely. Okay, I'm going to take that timer off. You can lie down on your back. I'm going to take those bands off. You can do this with the short band or the longer band. I'm going to go straight into my stretches out with that long band just underneath there. Okay, well done. Okay, So again, I'm here, I'm stretching out that hamstring. You've done those leg lifts for me, side and back. Slowly bring that leg in. Okay, relax it off over the hips, put the same hand to leg down. That leg travels out to the side until it goes no further, it's just hanging there, and then pulling it in. So I'm pulling it towards that hand on the floor, and it becomes an inner thigh, back of thigh stretch. My other knee just facing up towards the ceiling. Okay, lovely, bring that in. Change over legs. Hamstring first, before it comes to hamstring and inner thigh. Okay, lovely, pulling that in. Okay, relax it off, out, drop it out, and then it comes up. Again, it comes to inner thigh, back of thigh stretch. Lovely, bringing it in and up. I'm holding onto that band. Leg goes down, I come up. Take that band off. Come over onto your front, into a downward dog position, and get that stretch on your upper back as well. Also down the backs of the legs, putting your head between your arms, weight over the heels. Okay, up into the balls of the feet, bend the knees, walk the hands back, drop down, let your head hang, and then slowly unroll and come up. Okay, I'm just rolling my shoulders around at the top. That's it, good. Just getting that roll round. Open that out. Now we did that warm up. So that chest coming forward, feeling loose in the shoulders. That's it, just roll it round. Roll it in. Lovely, good. So again, I'm just going to interlock the fingers. They come up. Tip it forward. So again, I'm long on that lever, so really keep the zip and the hollow on. Now I'm coming down towards the floor, then I'm pushing down. Really feel that stretch between the shoulder blades as well. Okay, bending the knees and coming up. Stepping back with one leg. Up. Okay, dropping it in. Okay, stepping up, step back, heel goes into the floor, let that lift. Lovely, good, up to the top, bend your knees, over to one side, over to the other side, really feel that rib cage coming away from the hip bone. Lovely, good. Okay, I'm just going to drop down, and come up and lift up. Dropping down, come up, lift up. One more. Lovely, good. And I'm going to bring my hands down onto the front. Little cross over the leg there. Just want to stretch out through that glute and that hip. Push your hips back and just drop forward. So it's down the backs of the legs, but also on that back leg, out into the side there. Okay, bend your knees slightly to come up, onto the other side, dropping down. Okay, just release those knees off. Lovely, back into the centre, big breath in, and then out and down, little shake through. Okay, well done, I hope you enjoyed that, I certainly did. And I hope you found that those bands are really, really useful piece of equipment. Any of those things could have been done with weights as well. But again, if you're traveling, great piece of equipment, just take it with you. Okay, lovely, good. I really enjoyed that. I hope to see you again next time and see you again soon. Bye bye now.